Morning, Dr. Maxwell.
Morning.
Hello, that's me, Dr. William Maxwell. And for the past 26 years, I've worked for the U.S. military, in a laboratory, in a secret installation, on highly classified projects. And boy, have I got a story for you. I guess to tell the story right, I should start at the beginning. Okay, maybe not the very beginning. There. When I was 9 years old is when I first took an interest in science and medicine. The reason? FED. Somehow I was exposed to and contracted a flesh-eating disease. Yeah, flesh-eating disease. If that wasn't bad enough, it turns out that I had a rare strain, and there wasn't much that doctors could do to stop its progression. They had already prepared me for the inevitable when suddenly it just stopped and went away. I still had the tissue damage from the attack, and I still deal with the aftermath of that to this day, but I wasn't going to die from it. I don't know how most 9-year-old kids would have reacted to all this, but I dedicated myself to finding the answers, for myself and to help others. With my newfound hunger for knowledge, it opened up a potential in me that I didn't know I had. To quickly learn, retain, and most of all, understand new things. After that, things moved very quickly. I started high school classes in the 6th grade. I started taking college courses as a sophomore. And when I was 17 years old, I was accepted to Harvard Medical School. Along the way, of course, the media, lots of different people and organizations took an interest in me, but none more than the U.S. Department of Defense. They studied me. They knew me. They knew I would say yes before I did. I was 22 years old, a Harvard Medical School educated, board-certified doctor. Everyone knew who I was, and the U.S. Army offers me my own lab to run. What would you do? The first 6 months, I was a rock star. They took me on a whirlwind tour of most of the bases and installations. Part of it was so that I could meet with the top scientists, and they could bring me up to speed on the advancements in each of their respective fields. A lot of this stuff was futuristic. Mainstream science hadn't even started thinking of this stuff that these guys had been working with for 5 or 10 years. And now, I'm becoming part of this high-caliber, leading-edge, members-only super science club. But you know what? This was all a long time ago. I think we should fast forward. Because now is when things get really interesting. Good morning, Dr. Maxwell. Good morning, Robert. You have a nice weekend? Yes, I did. Thank you. I'll give you a tour of this place later. Right now, the main thing that you need to know is every single doctor or scientist that has his or her own lab, they might work on any number of classified projects throughout the year. They might even work on their own projects. But every lab comes with a task. So if you run a lab, that's your task. It will always be the most important priority overall. We're even required to log a certain number of hours towards that task every week and submit those logs every 2 weeks. Every year that I have been here, and since April, that makes 26, I have been working on this task. I know, you want to know what it is. I just told you I've been working on it for 26 years. Forgive me if I want to build a little suspense. Besides, if I told you right now, there is no way you'd believe me anyway. My boss came to visit the other day, and you need to understand that the general almost never comes down to the labs. In fact, there's only 3 reasons why he would come here. If you call him and tell him that you've made a major breakthrough on your task or other project, if he's bringing you something exciting to work on and he has a special interest in it, or if it's something bad. I didn't call him.
William, we need to talk. William, the department is reevaluating some of its projects. They've asked me to prepare a report on the projects that I oversee to determine the viability of those projects that have not yielded complete or significant results. I'm asking you to prepare a review of your work here, an account of discoveries and breakthroughs made relating to the task, and those made unrelated to the task.
You're shutting me down?
That's not what this means. Although, to be honest, it could lead to that. But you've had progress. Include anything that shows a favorable trend towards new discoveries or complete realization. What about your flesh-eating thing? Has there been any progress there? I know some department heads in bioweapons that would eat that shit up.
No, I've all but put that away for good. General, it can't end like this. All these years, my whole career, I've been working on this, and you shut it down? Well, now what am I supposed to do? I have nothing to show for my work, and I can't talk about it. Everything I've done here is classified.
I'm sure you'll be retargeted somewhere, if it even comes to that.
Oh, sure. At my age. Yeah, let's take a doctor who spent 26 years and who knows how many millions of dollars finding nothing. Yeah, let's retarget him and see what else he can't find.
Doctor, you did agree to all this, and you were bound by that. We have fulfilled our part of the agreement year after year after year. We could have stopped it at any time.
General, answer me one question. Why have I been working on this?
On what?
On rejuvenating cells, reanimating dead organisms. I think by now we both know.
William, you know if the United States is going to remain a superpower, we cannot let any country or government get the jump on us. We have to consider every new technology and be the first to develop it and master it, or at the very least, be able to defend against it. William, these labs and objectives were conceived and brought about long before I took command of them. It is our obligation to do our very best to bring them to realization. And you know what? It's just as simple as that.
Okay. Okay, well, I've got work to do. Or not. Okay, some of you probably caught that. Rejuvenating cells? Reanimating dead organisms? What does it mean? Currently, the obligation of a serviceman ends if their life ends, as in being mortally wounded in combat or training, etc. And with good reason. You can't expect a dead body to do much, although there have been rare occasions where a dead soldier has been used as a shield, or even at times been posed to draw fire. But when the military says that they would like to extend the usefulness of a soldier past the time of his expiration, those rare occasion things aren't what they're thinking. No, they want to reanimate the dead soldier to deliver that one last explosive package to an enemy bunker, or at least take out one more enemy soldier in a small arms or hand-to-hand scenario. You know, an undead. I've even heard them use the word zombie, and not in a joking way. It's true, I have made some new discoveries, and there has been some progress, but am I close to GI zombies? Not even. I have researched and experimented in every biological subscience. I have exhausted every path of every theory that I could possibly think of. Right now, the only thing I know for sure, I have spent way too many nights sleeping in the lab. But tonight, right now, I'm going home. Hello, this is Dr. Maxwell.
We have a wildfire.
Okay.
Report to your lab in a biosecond.
Okay, I'll be right there. We have a wildfire. That's code for drop whatever you're doing and get to the lab immediately.
General, just exactly what is it that you expect me to do here?
You're the doctor. He's your patient. Do everything you can to help him, okay, Doc?
All right.
You know what you need to do now, right? Keep me posted. Okay, I'll prepare for autopsy.
Dr. Maxwell? Dr. Maxwell, are you here? It's James, security. Dr. Maxwell. I was not able to bring the alien back to life again, and I'm positive it was the same alien that expired on my operating table. I'm convinced that these worm-like parasite creatures have file number 114-0. After several attempts of joining the alien parasites with the human cadaver, the protein structures are there, but are met with instantaneous catastrophic decay. I've been up for 2 days working on this. I guess I nodded off for a while. Anyway, when I woke up, the first thing I successfully mutated some proteins, and this set of proteins very well might act as a set of tools. Acids and proteins now could have an effect on the parasites accepting the host. If nothing else, I think it's worth a good try. Hello, that's me, Dr. William Maxwell, and for the past half hour or so, I've been in deep, serious thought about what I'm doing and what I'm about to do. Please bear with me as I try to sort this all out. Based on my meeting I had with the General about 3 weeks ago, it seems like my job is in jeopardy. On top of that, it seems like I'm running out of time and options to change that action. Now, after stumbling onto something that may hold the answers to the thing I've searched for so long, however based only on a feeling and a theory of what I know so far, I have chosen to bypass informing the General of what I'm working on, which also could place my job in jeopardy, and bypassing sound laboratory protocols to fast-track my work to human experiments, which makes me question my professionalism as a scientist. But I'm also a medical doctor, and now for the first time, with the possibility of this actually happening, I have to ask myself, am I first doing no harm? The answer is, no one knows. Will he be completely normal? Will he have brain damage? Will it be painful? Will he be able to go off on his own, or will he need to be cared for? No one knows. Have all these events lined up after all this time for me to make the discovery like I was always meant to? Or has the purpose of my whole life been to work on this for 26 years and fail so that it would no longer be pursued as a task? No one knows. What am I going to do? I just had a major breakthrough. I'm moving forward. I'm going to see this through.
Dr. Maxwell?
Yes?
Hi. I know this might sound weird, but, you know the body you had in the lab earlier?
Yeah?
You didn't come and get it again, did you?
No?
Well, yeah, it's missing. Okay.
Do you want me to help you try to find it?
No, that's all right. Well, it didn't just get up and walk away on its own. It's got to be somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'll let you know how it turns out. Bye.
Well, as a matter of fact, I do think that the body got up and walked away on its own. This is even more confirmation that I was right about two things. The alien parasites were responsible for the repair and reanimation of the alien, and that by introducing the modified amino acids and proteins that I developed, it paved the way for the parasites to accept the human host. But I can't celebrate yet. I can't have my task presentation walking the halls of this military installation. I have got to gain control of this situation, or it will be the end of me.
Come on. Come on. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I'm Dr. Maxwell. I created you.
Well, that's just great. You see what I did here? I introduced the parasite to the human host, and when the parasite would not accept the host, I introduced the cells that would allow the coupling. In humans, a parasitic invasion is often the root cause of a disease. One of the symptoms of this disease is the formerly dead person becoming undead. One of the side effects of that symptom was that the subject sought out human flesh to eat. So now, I will finally know what it's like to die from a flesh-eating disease, which I created. Brilliant. Dr. Maxwell.